Hey guys, back out in the bush. I've just hiked about 9 kilometers to this awesome area. I'm going to be trying out a few skills and new ideas on this trip. I hope you guys enjoy this camp. It's going to be a fun one. Alrighty, so I've cleared out this area, just gotten all the leaf litter and debris out of the way. It's not completely flat, but it'll be good enough. I've got my thermarest, so be comfy as. Anyway, for my shelter tonight, I have the inner mesh of my Eureka Midori 1. So this is my double wall tent that I've used quite a lot. You've seen it in quite a few videos. And yeah, I just brought the mesh tonight. I didn't even bring any poles. So the plan is, there's some supplejack around. Now if you don't know what supplejack is, it's a vine we have here in New Zealand. And it's quite flexible. So I'm thinking I can kind of make two poles out of it. And string up the mesh. Now, the weather's supposed to be pretty good tonight. It is a bit overcast, but it comes and goes. We're not supposed to get any rain. I do have my tarp in case it does rain. It's not going to be cold. So, yeah, I'm not going to string up the tarp. I'm just going to have the mesh, and if it starts raining, we'll drape the tarp over me. But I want to see if I can string up this tent using supplejack as the poles. So that's enough yabbering. I should get to it. I gotta get some supplejack. I've got a new knife to play around with. Canadian belt knife style. Pretty cool. So yeah, I recently purchased this new knife. It's a Barrette Outdoors Canadian belt knife. So the Canadian belt knife, that's the style and shape. Bit of a funky shape. And yeah, that's the sheath. Nice leather sheath with their logo engraved on it. It's pretty cool. I did purchase this from them. And yeah, so looking forward to trying it out. I've never used a style of knife. It's full tang. Can't remember how thick it is, but I can't remember the steel either. I'll check them both up on the screen. It is a high carbon steel. Should really stop waving it around. Alright, so there's this one right by the tent. Now it does bend here. I want to use this bit coming up here. So we'll cut it down there. I am assuming I can cut through it with my knife. There we go. Nice and clean. Alright, let's get the other end. Choice. Alright, got the vine. As you can see, it's already got a nice bend to it. Now I'm going to stab it in. This is merely just a test, also to see if this vine's long enough and whether or not this idea is going to work. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. I'll need another vine to really know, but looking promising so far. Choice. Stays there as well. Alright, let's grab another vine. second vine. I might just want to sharpen up the ends a bit. So all I'm doing is, there's these loops on the end of the each corner of the tent. Just putting the supplejack through, and then pulling the tent tight and stabbing that into the ground. Okay, so got the two supplejack poles in place. That second one we cut might be a bit too short, but hopefully we can make it work. Yeah, I'm going to start stringing this up. So I'm just going to use some bank line and tie little pieces to each of the hooks on the tent, and then I'll tie them to the poles and see what happens. So basically all I'm doing is little pieces of bank line about the length of a knife, or this knife, roughly or so. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then, yeah, just tying through the loops on the tent here, and a simple reef knot. Left over right, go under. Right over left, go under. And yeah, that's all it is to secure these to the poles. So this is it so far. Pretty happy with it, except for this. But this is because I need another pole out here going across. So I've got to go grab a little stick or something. I got this supplejack. The top of it was actually dead, so that's dead. It was just this small bit sticking out of the ground. Now, and if you're worried about me cutting this green supplejack in the summertime, like now, they can grow up to, I'll put the how much they can grow up to on the screen. It's at least a couple of centimeters a day. Like this stuff's everywhere. It's really not gonna harm it. Now I'm gonna just flatten off the end here so I don't puncture the tent or anything. Stick that in there, come across, and this branch is almost perfect. So just going to make a mark. It's actually coming onto the dead bit here, so I hope it works. Choice. That's the tent for the night. It's not perfect, but for using natural materials like supplejack, it's never going to be perfect. So I'm actually really pleased with how it came out. And yeah, I think it'll hold up well. It's pretty sturdy. And once I'm in there, it won't be moving anywhere. And yeah, like I said before, if it does rain, just throw the tarp over it. Simple as. Choice. On to the next project. Alrighty, so I want to attempt a bow drill. I do it all the time at home. That's with pre-dried sets. I've successfully done it once in the bush. That video is on the channel. So I want to try it again. Got this dead standing small tree here. I have no idea what it is, but that's right. I'm just going to give it a crack. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But yeah, I'm going to get this down. Going to get the half board sorted first. Use this log. I need a baton. yeah, it's pretty dry, which is very handy and also kind of surprising. Anyway, now I am going to saw the half board off, and I'm only gonna use about this much or so. No, I'm gonna saw it off there because I don't need a huge half board, and plus the longer it is, the more moisture there is for me to have to drive out. So the smaller the better. Gonna make sure there's enough room for a couple of holes in case I need to have a couple of temps, and also enough room for me to place my foot on it. I've got my half board here. Not a lot to say about that, but yeah, I'm gonna get to work on the spindle now. So got the rest of that branch here. I'm just gonna find a nice straight section that's not too thick or too thin. Just looking like this area here, and to make it easier and so I don't waste any of the area I want, I'm gonna saw it. Then we get nice ends to work with as well. Yeah, I don't know about that, eh? Ooh, that's definitely damp. Alright, what I'm actually going to do is going to go find a different spindle. There's this dead manuka here, and this section here is nice and straight, so yeah, we'll give it a crack. Alright, I've got that manuka branch. It's about the length of my forearm, which is a pretty nice length for a spindle. At least, that's my preference. Anyway, I'm going to get to shaping this up, get the rest of the set made, and I'll get back to you, because this is probably getting pretty boring to watch. So, yeah, I'll get back to you soon. I'm going to burn the set in now. I've got my bow using bank line. I've got the half board on my glove here. That's just to keep it up off the ground so no moisture gets in. Make it as easy as possible on myself. And yeah, I'm just going to start the burning in. Alright, let's see. Alright, that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Cool, 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 cool. So that's it burnt in. We can cut the divot now. And yeah, got to set up the rest of the fire prep still. Choice. Okay, so I've got my solo stove. That's what I'm going to be using tonight. So I'm just going to set that over there. Got all my kindling, all my small stuff. I don't need any big stuff because I'm just using the twig stove like I said. I have my Tinder Bundle here. So what this is a bunch of small tiny manuka twigs wrapped around a bundle of dead ferns that I gathered. And then inside the ferns there's a bit of roughed up manuka bark. So yeah, and then it's tied off with a just a green little sapling. I'll give you a close-up of that. So this is the bundle. We've got manuka twigs around the outside, green sapling holding everything together. The camera focuses, and then there's a bunch of dead ferns here with some manuka bark in the middle there. Now over here on my glove, I have some white punk fungus. Jason, thank you very much for that. It is very appreciated. It's great stuff, and I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for that next time I'm in beech forest. The purpose of this fungus is if I get a coal, I will transfer the ember onto this, and that way if my ember fails in the Tinder Bundle, I have a backup, don't have to restart. So yeah, it's just a bit of a security measure. No! Damn it! Oh! Damn! Split the hearth board. Edge popped out. I'll drill another hole and have another crack. Alright, attempt number 2. Let's give this a crack. No. Whew. Close. But no cigar. This bearing block is wearing through quite quickly. No. Almost stuffed it up. What happened there? Oh, another crack. Are you kidding me? Just taking a breather. Still on that third divot. But man, oh, it's hard work. Hoping I can get somewhere. We'll see. Yeah, just having a drink of water, and what's the time? 6:53. So still have plenty of light left, but I do want to get cooking dinner soon. I'm very hungry. So yeah, hopefully we can get this sorted. Oh, my hand started cramping up on the bearing block. That was close though. Damn, if I just keep going. No. Damn it. Okay, this is the last attempt. If this fails, I'm just going to call it quits for the night. Nope. Well guys, gave it a good shot. 4 divots, I don't know how many attempts. It's always, it could be a number of factors. Could be my dust, my pressure, my speed, the how damp the hearth board is, how damp the spindle is. Yeah, Bit of a bummer I didn't get it. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but that's right. That's how these things go. It's good practice anyway. I shall continue trying again, and yeah, try it again some other time. I am going to save this Tinder bundle that I've made up. I'll save that for the morning, because I do want to mess around with some flint and steel in the morning. So yeah, that should be a bit more successful. Just lit the twig stove with some small manuka twigs and the lighter. Yeah, we're going good now. Just building it up, and I'm going to chuck the ring on in a sec. Yeah, and get to cooking. Alright, can start getting dinner prepped. I really need to bring a little chopping board or something, just something I even just sit in the lid, because I did not bring one. So that's all good. So, in hindsight, really should have chopped the sausages up into small bits. Kind of burnt the arse out of the capsicum and onions and garlic. Some of it's alright, but yeah, there's a bit of a burnt skin on the bottom of the pan. But that's all good. I'm going to dig in. Right guys, it's starting to get pretty dark, but got everything sorted out. Got my bedding in there. Just leaving my pack outside. Like I said, don't think it's going to rain. Pan soaking, solo stoves put out. And yeah, that's my camp for the night. Well guys, inside the tent now. I'm sleeping with my thermarest, my wool blanket, and then I've got my pillow as well. It's not cold, so we're going to be comfy as, and we won't have any bugs annoying us. This is actually really cool being in there. I've never actually slept with the fly off this tent, and it's really cool just being in the bush, being able to see the last bit of light through the trees and everything. Heaps of birds out as well, which is nice to hear. Yeah, it's been a really nice evening. I was a bit bummed I didn't get the Bowdrill, but I gave it a decent effort, and yeah, like I said, just could have been any number of factors really. I think my wood selection didn't help, but yeah, a good practice, and I'll try again next time. I'm just going to hang out in the tent for a bit, gaze up at the bush, and I will be going to sleep soon, so yeah, if anything interesting happens, like the tent collapses or something during the night, I'll be sure to let you know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Morning, guys. I slept in. It's about 8:30 now. It's a pretty nice day. It's a bit windier, although still on the tops though, so yeah, nothing really coming through the bush here. Slept pretty well. I mean, I slept in, so yeah, I must have slept pretty well. I actually get a little chilly in the night. Like, I wasn't cold, and I wasn't really uncomfortable, but if it had been any colder or anything like that, it would have been uncomfortable. Yeah, if I had something on my legs, like some long johns or something, I would have been good, but it was mostly my legs because I only got shorts on. They were a bit chilly, but yeah, the wool blanket is a funny thing. Boy, am I glad I'm in this tent, because the amount of mosquitoes that are just on the outside trying to get in, yeah, makes me glad I'm inside here. Supplejack held up as well, which I'm really pleased about. It's pretty sturdy, like, yeah, no, I'm actually really pleased with how that turned out. Alright, enough yabbering, I'm gonna get up. Morning, guys. I've just got all my breakfast stuff out. Got the solo stove there. Got a flint and steel kit. And in this bag we've got some of that white punk fungus. So, yeah, I'm going to try light the solo stove with the old flint and steel this morning. Jason, the guy who sent me the white punk fungus, he kindly sent me a whole load of English flint. If I can get the tin open. Kindly sent me a whole load of English flint, so got a few pieces of that here. Really thankful, man. I do appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I'm just going to shave off a few little slivers to use for flint and steel this morning. So we want to keep them nice and thin. That one's good. I'm just going to get a couple of them. Alright guys, so we've got the solo stove lit using the flint and steel and that white punk fungus. I did actually singe a bit of my hair doing it, but hey, all in good fun. The Tinder Bundle was a little awkward with the solo stove, just because trying to fit it in there and get everything lit was a little awkward, but it's going good now. So just gonna pack away my flint and steel and stuff and get this breakfast on the go. Alright, I'm going to throw my grill on top of here. I'm going to try something this morning. No idea if it'll work or not, but we'll give it a crack. No! For this morning, I'm doing a fried egg bagel. So I have an everything bagel here. I'm going to try toast the bagel on the grill and then fry the egg in the fry pan. I could toast the bagel in the fry pan as well, but yeah, nah. Ah! Oh, well, she's toasted. That's how we want the solo stove to be. Oh no, oh no. Alright. Another failed egg. This egg was a bit of a fail, but hopefully it'll still taste pretty good. Meow. Egg's done. Just gonna rewarm the bagels quickly. Cheers, guys. So thank you once again to Jason for the flint and the fungus. Really, really do appreciate it, man. I'll be having a lot of fun with that. Well guys, I'm starting to pack up now. This has been an awesome camp. I've had a great time. Practiced a few things, failed at a few things, but hey, that's how it goes. And I am folding this up wrong. You know, super pleased with how the tent came out. I'm actually really impressed by that. Well guys, all packed up, ready to head off. I've made sure I've left no trace. I've picked up all my rubbish and cleaned up the area. This has been a really fun overnight camp. Got to try out a few new different things. Yeah, some things didn't work out, but it's all part of the fun. I had a great time on this camp, guys. I really hope you enjoyed coming along. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.